Okay, so we have a new event. Now, first, let's say the Castle of Hearts web event. Uh, do apologize for the a couple uploads. Okay, so the Black Tortoise Promenade, prepare the pre-festival cookie bake for the folks of Red Winter office. Okay. Cherry nose going all in. This is what I call cookie befitting the great leader. Esteemed Student Council President, Unifer of Lands and Chief of Sanitation for Red Winter, etc. Okay. Marina didn't hesitate to include all of her wishes to ensure this exchange meeting is successful in return. Then I'm sure too. Tomoe had a clear goal in mind. It's just as I expected. Even as a cookie, it looks great. Of course, the cookies have mustaches. It took her 8 tries, but Mina finally managed to make her first cookie. Whoever survives is the strongest. Okay, the president of Kinryumon seems delighted by all the different kinds of cookies. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. This event was a great idea. Alright, that's all of them. And then, how many was it even? Okay, we have 2, 4, 6, 8,000. Okay, 10 pulls. A solid 10 pulls. 10 pulls. A letter from a faraway place. Previously, oh, the 10,000 year ginseng is specialty good from Shanhaijing had been smuggled somewhere off campus. There's a plant that grows only in Shanhaijing, 10,000 year ginseng, because it's so hard to grow. Its distribution and use are strictly controlled, and export of the ginseng is forbidden. But rumor has it that the Black Tortoise Promenade has been smuggling 10,000 year ginseng off campus. Shanhaijing's equivalent to the student council is known as Genryumon. The president Ryunge Kisaki named the Black Tortoise Promenade as the culprit. The 10,000 year ginseng is rare even in Shanhaijing. Nobody can harvest it without our permission. For a rare specialty such as this to be shipped outside of Shanhaijing without our express approval, unthinkable. Genyomon cannot let this go unpunished. The Black Tortoise Promenade must answer for it. A Black Tortoise Promenade's leader, Akeshiro Rumi, requested the help of Shali Sensei in order to prove the promenade's innocence. I have a say. Let's say a request or a commission. The Black Tortoise Promenade needs your help. However, the culprit smuggling the 10,000 year ginseng was revealed as none other than the officer of Kinyumon self. I needed your position, and to get it, I needed money. I heard about someone outside Shanhaijing that who wanted to get their hands on some 10,000-year ginseng. The outsider who brought the elicited ginseng from uh, uh, Ginyumon office was a Shanhaijing exile who has been out for distributing illegal drugs and elixirs. It was none other than one of the 7 prisoners, Shindai Kai. Little matter. I already gathered enough ginseng to finish my latest concoction. Still, I'm disappointed that I didn't get to collect my more data. Shirino's sleeping? No, you can't, Tomoe. If you build a dam on the pudding river, it will stop the flow of pudding and no one will be able to eat it. But the Castella, strawberry milk, and banana exclears. Shirino, are you still asleep? She's always so adorable when she's sleeping. It's time to get up, Shirino. Somewhere. What's going on? I told you not to wake me up during nap time. I'm afraid your scheduled nap is over. What? Already? Alright. In that case, I will be extending my nap time today. Wake me up in 5 minutes, Tomoe. But Cherino, I mean, great leader Cherino, we just received some very important documents for your eyes only. Documents? You can handle those, Tomoe. Unless there's been another attempt at a coup. Not quite. We received a missive from the Shanhaijing Academy Student Council. Shanhaijing Academy? Oh, it must be a request for an exchange meeting. I'll allow it. It's the perfect opportunity for me to show off my grand generosity. I expect it will be quite the undertaking for students of Shanhaijing to travel all the way to Redwinter. On the contrary, great leader Cherino, we were invited to visit them. What? You mean we had to leave Redwinter and travel to Shanhaijing? I believe so. What a pain. Think about it. Think about it this way, Cherino. It's the perfect excuse for a trip. A trip? I see. I understand. Very well. I will personally accept this request and ensure that this exchange meeting with Shanhaijing is a rousing success. I will expect nothing less from our great leader. I do not doubt that your dignified countenance will serve as a model for us all. Of course. After all, I am Red Winter's Student Council President, Chief Beautifaction Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athletes Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, and Maven of Meal Service. More recently, I was selected as this month's most excellent pudding gourmand, and even the director of Castella Production. As you say, great leader Cherito. But Tomoe, I have a query. What is it? This Shanhaijing place. Where is it exactly? Where exactly is it? Oh, Radiant Moon. Okay. I really do like the Kisaki ball. Okay, doll. I said ball. Uh, we have the exchange, which is its main goal. Its main the main thing you want is the pyroxene, and then we have currency. Okay, so it's just yeah, it's Red Winter stuff. I already have plenty of those. Wash your hands. Browse. Okay, yeah, you get to read that. The president is coming. The president is coming. Thank you for responding to our summons on such short notice, Sensei. Of course, I rarely receive such polite, elegantly written messages. Something told me that I shouldn't ignore this matter. Is that so? I wasn't aware our message was different from any other we send. But back to the point. The reason I called you here is because I must ask a favor of you in the name of Kinyumon. As you may have surmised, this isn't a personal matter. It is a formal request issued from the president of Kinyumon to Shaolei Sensei. Shanhaijing will have an exchange meeting with Red Winter in the near future. So she really was serious about that. I'm sure the president has her reasons. We are in the president to the president. President, hold your tongues. It doesn't seem like we can speak freely here. I anticipated this. I have no choice. Sensei, please join me in my office. But, madam, please reconsider to invite an outsider into the Rikan Gaku is... Yes, doing such a thing violates the very foundation of our tradition and authority. It could even threaten the safety and closely guarded secrets of Gimyumon. Yet, I sense more than concern in your words. Are you implying that Shaolei Sensei is a complete outsider? If that is indeed your intention, then upon what authority are you making such claims? That's... We have already received Sensei's help with the 10,000-year insane incidents. That much is a matter of record. Furthermore, repaying an act of kindness is one of Shanhaijing's storied traditions. Is it not? Please forgive our impudence. We are humbled by your wisdom. Please follow me inside, Sensei. Yes, about that. I will personally escort Sensei inside. You may be at ease, Mina. Madam President, are they discussing things beyond even the executive office? What kind of top secret information is being traded in this meeting with Red Winter? We shall take our leave then. No one will cross our line of protection. Madam, madam. Shall we? I apologize for the less than satisfactory reception, Sensei. It will please me to know your heart is at ease. It's fine, but what is the scent in this room? You noticed that the Eastern Alchemy Society insisted that I use this particular incense. I am told that it is a um medicinal medicinal scent that calms the nerves and aids the body's healing cycle. But I can't be certain of its efficiency. If it bothers you, Sensei, I would be happy to extinguish it. No, that's alright. It smells quite nice. I see. Then I am relieved. Now, I would like to cut to the chase, if you don't mind. As there was no need for the preamble, of course, you say... Of course, Fufu. As you know, I would like to discuss my thoughts about this exchange meeting with Red Winter Federal Academy. You can just hold an exchange meeting, can't you? Yes, that would make the most sense. Yeah, it's also not easily accepted here in Shanhaijing. What I mean is, let me put it this way. In the past, Shanhaijing had little to no interactions with other schools. Really? Yes, the reason it doesn't cause unease is mostly due to the fact that outsiders are allowed entry to the Black Tortoise Promenade. However, the only means that no one actively prevents any outsiders from visiting Shanhaijing. This exchange meeting, well, an invitation for an outside academy to visit Shanhaijing is historic in its rarity. Is there a reason you avoid contact with the outside? There was no grand reason. We only wish to minimize our disruption to Shanhaijing's history and traditions. Tell me what's Shanhaijing known for? What kind of place is it? Well, it is a mysterious place about which we have more questions than answers. But if one thing is certain, food from the Black Tortoise Promenade is to die for. I see. I see. Good. We are already off to a great start. Anything else? Well, this isn't as certain as the Black Tortoise Promenade's food, but rumor. If rumors are any indication, you and Shanhaijing Student Council presidents would get along well. Really? I wonder what kind of person she is. I'm already looking forward to our meeting. I... Would they get along well? In that regard, I must admit, I agree with Rumi. Tradition means customs that are worthy of being preserved. At the same time, rigidly adhering to tradition can't always be the right direction. But considering your position, you can't just say that, can you? What a blessing it is to have a friend who understands me so well. Please don't misunderstand. Mina is an incredibly capable person in her area of expertise, and every student in Kinryumon is doing what is expected of them. Still, yes, I understand. Everyone really does their best every day. What a blessing it is to have a friend who understands me so well. To return the matter at hand, I want Shanhaijing to understand something. There is another world outside of our own, a world full of things beyond our wildest imaginations. If we work only to preserve what we have, we risk one day losing the very thing we fought so hard to protect. Ah, that explains it. That's why Genyumon invited Red Winter to an exchange meeting. Ah, perhaps if I had things to have gone more smoothly. What do I mean? Here, take another look at the message. Yes, indeed, it was signed not as Genyumon, but as the president of Genyumon. Do you understand the difference that makes? I I think so. Sorry, I don't get it. Hmm. I I think so. Is that so? I see. My respects to you, Sensei. You may not understand it, but simply by being here, it is immensely helpful to me. I want you to know that. Anyway, Kiryumon itself is, to be frank, uncomfortable with this exchange meeting. The lack of any such experience is the largest factor. Others may want to remain more aloof about the entire exchange meeting. As for the lack of experience, I am no different from the rest of Kiryumon. Kiryumon has always belonged to Kiryumon alone. The same can be said about its presidents. Do you think Shanhaijing is colder or warmer than Red Winter? It'll be rather difficult to find an academy colder than Red Winter. Chirino, I mean, great leader. Yes, great leader Chirino. Red Winter is the strongest and the greatest, much like its climates. No student from Shanhaijing will scoff at Red Winter once they have a taste of our weather. We knew it. Of course, I would expect nothing less of the Academy of the Great Chirino. Oh, wait. Um, what if there's a coup, while I'm gone? There's no need to worry about that. Great leader Chirino, coup, that, uh, cannot happen when there is no one present to overthrown. Without a target for their, ire, coup will be impossible. Ah, of course. You're speaking a lot of sense today, Chairman Marina. Keep it up, and it won't be long before I pin the first class mustache labor medal on your chest. Thank you, President. I, Marina, will do my best to be more loyal to you. Even if there is a coup, it shouldn't be too difficult for the reinstate Shirino. To reinstate Shirino, we have plenty of experience with that. I understand the situation, Kisaki. So my job is to help you make the exchange meeting a success, right? Yes. Just as I did with the 10,000 year ginseng incidents, I must rely on you. As an educator, you think it's good for students to ask for help? Hmm. That is a refreshing perspective. I'll make note of it. And I suppose that means I can put you to work as much as I like. Uh, um, would you at least go easy on me? No need to worry. I'll only ask you to do what is within the realm of reasonable. I mean, what is reasonable for Shanhaijing, of course. Mercy? Okay. Kisaki ball. And then small tea gift set. Alright. So, you guys, I think you've noticed, I'm using a different emulator. BlueStacks was getting a little too annoying with its ads. I also got a new PC. I built it myself. Couldn't really transfer all the data. So I was doing the Nikkei events, the last Nikkei events, and I lost all of its progress in the data exchange. So I really couldn't do anything about it. And I had nearly the entire event done. They also brought back the Evangelion, doing reruns, so I'll be covering that if I have the time. So I'm just gonna take a little break first. Okay, let's start the next event. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Skip this. Whoa. So this is Shanhaijing. It's just like my research said it would be. Tomoe, look over there. The roof. It's so interesting. Oh, those must be the students from the rumors. I've heard all about them, but I never thought I would see them in person. Does it feel like people are watching us? I'm certain they're all inescapably impressed by your aura, great leader. It's to be expected. You think so? I sense a shift somewhere. I see. Perhaps it would be wise to prepare ourselves in a different way. Alright. A report, madam. We have received word that our visitors from Red Winter Federal Academy have just arrived at the front gates. I see. I've said this many times already, but I will say it again. This exchange meeting will be a meaningful event to both Shanhaijing and Red Winter. I expect all of you to greet and treat them with all due decorum. As you say, madam, we will carve into our hearts the gravity of this occasion. Good. Then I shall make my first command for this exchange meeting between Shanhaijing and Red Winter. Be sure to give our guest a proper Ginryumon greeting. As you command, madam. We swear that no shame will come to your name or reputation. Everyone seems a little too tense. So it begins, Madam President. Yes, it has. Sensei, come over here, please. I approached Kisaki as she asked. I have a request to make of you. The girls who just left. Would you keep an eye on them? It's not that I don't trust them. It's just Consider it my own needless concern. Okay. Nod silently. Madam President, if you need help, perhaps I could be of assistance instead of Sensei. If I entrust this to Mina, there's a remote chance she may make things worse. You have a more important job, do you not? What? A more important job? I'm referring to your duty to protect Ginramon's own president. Uh, of course. You can count on me, Madam President. As long as I breathe, no one will be allowed to lay a finger on you. I have no doubt. I know I can count on you. Madam, I hope nothing bad happens. Madam clearly instructed them to give a proper Ginryomon meeting. It must mean that, right? Obviously, what else could it mean? I hope they're ready. We'll show them how we do things in Shanhaijing. We need to put Madam's first exchange meeting command into action. I cannot disappoint her. Let's go. Interrogation log 092 H8. Interrogate anonymous game room 1. Member Red Winter Academy. What? What? Name? No, wait. Where's Marina? Tomoe? Where did everyone go? I was told this was a trip. I mean, an exchange meeting. So, why? Oh, I see. This is a coup, isn't it? A trap. That's enough. I asked for your name. That's enough from you. I am Red Winter's Student Council President's Chief Beautifaction Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athlete Club Captain, Head of All Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, and Maven of Meal Service. More recently, I was selected as this month's Most Excellent Pudding Gourmet, and even the Director of Castella Production. Oh, that was long. But I guess your name was in there somehow, somewhere. Along with your affiliations. Why do you have so many roles? Actually, no. Never mind. Let's move on. Any hobbies? How rude. I seem to remember Shanhaijing was the one who invited us to this exchange meeting. Red Winter will remember this. Why did you drag me here? We escorted you here because the president herself commanded it. She told us to give our guest a proper Gyunumon meeting greeting. What does that even mean? Oh boy. This looks really bad, doesn't it? Excuse me, Kisaki, we have a situation. What is it, Sensei? Wait, I can tell by your expression and tone of voice that something is off. Tell me what's going on. I told Kisaki what I saw in the underground interrogation room. I see. Thank you, Sensei. My immediate concern is clearing up the confusion around the less than polite reception. I'll send someone to... On second thought, I'll deliver my instructions personally. I wanted our visitors to be treated as honored guests, not criminals. That was close. I would have done the same thing and gone straight to the interrogations. Oh no. Sensei, come over here, please. I approached Kisaki as she asked, I have another request to make of you. Not knowingly, to reassure her. Yes, of course, I thank you. Having a friend that understands you so quickly is quite an amazing thing. Mina. Yes, Madam President. I trust that you would have handled things differently. Of course, Madam. I would never make such a laughable mistakes. Of course, naturally you wouldn't. Oh, the president was so calm, but I feel like I got scolded. She must have been furious right now. Oh, no. So still, she said she would be generous if I handled this problem properly. Yeah, there's no time to dilly-dally. Treat them as honor guests. That's easy enough to understand. We can't let her down again. Let's go. Oh no. What's gonna happen? What's next? No! Oh, that's out of an interrogation room and onto a prison. Uh, um, I'm not accustomed to the sights and sounds of a place like this, but I wonder what's going on. Was this exchange meeting invitation just an excuse to trap us? Could this be a plot by Shanhaijing's dark monarch? Silence, it would be wise for you to confess what dubious goals brought you to Shanhaijing. If you don't, is that what do you see, Chairman Marina? Even visitors from Red Winter must know what kind of animal this is. Behold, this Shanhaijing's own panda. Tell us what you were plotting, or I'll take away this adorable baby panda's bamboo. You're evil! The baby panda did nothing to you. Let it go. To torment a panda. A sweet little bear cub like this. What kind of monsters are you? If you want to stop this, all you have to do is confess. Heh. Look how happy it is with that bamboo. Just one little tug from me and... Oh, cute. No! No! Are things getting worse? Madam President. No, Kisaki. Snap out of it. The exchange meeting's just getting started. Yes, you're right. I appreciate your well-timed advice. Mina? Yes, Madam President? I want you to personally inform them that the visitors from Red Venture should be treated as well as the President of Kinyumon herself. You mean hurry? Time is short. As you command. There's something I would like to ask you, Sensei. Sure, you can ask me anything. Do I speak in a confusing manner? Is it possible that my commands aren't being issued clearly? I don't think that's the case. Then do you know why it is our students seem to do this every time? Please, I just need them to listen. What is this? We were told this was an exchange meeting. Damn, Shanhaijing. Now, Cherino. I mean, great leader Cherino. You should be the very model of a bald, and mm, magnanimous mind. There have been some minor misunderstandings, but I suspect they will be resolved any moment. I'm shocked that what you would consider minor, Chief Secretary Tomoe. How could they? To and to a baby panda, no less. It's so heartless. Oh, one's expression can convey a myriad of meaning. As for any favors we have gained as a result of this misunderstanding, you can save those for a rainy day. For now, let's enjoy what Kinyamon of Shanhaijing have offered as apology. I will admit, the red winter uniforms were starting to feel a little stuffy. Could you raise your arm for me, Chirino? The visitors from Red Winter are entering the Reika Gaku. Everyone, please welcome our guests from Red Winter. Oh, is this good? My shoulders, legs. Who are you? Sensei, what are you? Wait, don't you recognize me? Or did they put you through the ringer too, Sensei? No, that's not what I meant. I looked so nice that you didn't recognize me? What's... Well, that's confusing. You should be more direct when you talk to people. Now, Chairman Marina. That's just how Sensei offers compliments. I don't know what to say, Tomoe, other than it's like that fancy outfit was made for you. I can see you wearing that anytime. Oh my. Thank you, Sensei. You know, I've been keeping an eye on you. Your talent for saying the right things at the right time make you a very good at stirring up the revolutionary spirits. Yeah, I'll do no such thing. I feel oddly jealous, comrade. I'm here too. That look suits you perfectly, Chirino. Especially your braids and the clothes. Do you really think so? As always, you have a good eye, comrade. Hmm? Where's the mustache? What? Tomoe. There it is. You saw nothing, right, Tomoe? Saw what, great leader? Is the fake mustache a cultural thing in Red Winter? Thank goodness this exchange meeting was the right decision. We have much to learn about the world. Welcome to Shanhaijing. I would like to thank you again for accepting our invitation, Great Leader Chirino of Red Winter, Chief Secretary Tomoe, and Chairman Marina. I am the president of Shanhaijing's own student council, also known as Kinryumon Ryuge Kisaki. It is a pleasure to meet you, Madam Kisaki. Okay, Chirino, this is your chance to show how dignified you are. Like I told you. No. Like how we practiced. Is it time? Alright. Okay, let's see. I thank you for your grand welcome, Madam Kisaki. I am Red Winter's Student Council President, Chief Beautifaction Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, and Maven of Metal Service. More recently, I am this month's most excellent pudding gourmet and Director of Castella Production, Shirino. An introduction that long is going to put her audience into a stupor. And that comment about a grand welcome? Clearly, she's not going to let that go. Well, nothing can be done about it now. We were in the wrong. The silent battle has already begun, but I expect no less from someone of your stature. Great leader, Chirino. Oh no, she's digging too deep into it. How was that, Tomoe? I didn't get anything wrong, did I? Oh, done, Chirino. You surely showed them how dignified you are. Ah, that's... Kisaki's taking it thinking too deep. Is it just me, or did you hear some kind of metal instrument, Tomoe? My apologies. If it is a jarring experience, great leader Shirino, what you are hearing is Shanhaijing's traditional music. Oh, what's that, Madam Keisaki? A traditional musical play? I see. It has a very unique melody. It's almost painful to hear. Who are the people wearing those odd clothes? They are actors. In a sense, this musical features a long story told through a performance. We call this the uh, Peking Opera in Shanhaijing. Peking Opera? The performance is about to start. I hope you enjoy. Oh, smiles, welcome spring, tears darken the world. Life is a dream in springtime. Cuckoo calls in the mountains. Smoke rises beyond the lilies. Now I wonder that could be. The cloud stay within the embrace of the skies. Her voice, it's so high. She is using a special technique to project her voice to even the furthest reaches of the performance space. Why is she twirling her hands like that? She's spinning in place too? Every movement in the Peking opera has a reason behind it, but describing each would be a poor way to experience it. But I can provide a few helpful tips. For instance, the whipping motion she is making as if she has a horse whip suggests she is riding a horse to her destination. Spinning in place means that they are making a long journey to their destination. If an actor in armor appears with a flag behind them, it means they have come with an army of thousands. Would it be easier to understand if they just showed everything like in the movie? Haha, it would be difficult to recreate such things long ago. I call my allies and rise from the plains. In 3 years, 5 lords will end an ancient nation. The heavens and earth will rend in two. But why do the heavens slow my progress? That one. The one with the mask. That's pretty cool. They are what you call the protagonists of the story. This story will revolve around that character, so I advise you pay close attention to that one. She pulled out a long stick. I see. A sphere. A spear. The result of war is never a surety. Person must dutifully withstand shame and embarrassments. The world is rife with talented, capable people. Could they not return? Unsettled dust and earth. The people are worn from endless fighting. Okay. Now, mm, uh, we're, we're we're a little late. I'm a little behind on progress. And oh my god, right when I say I'm gonna do something, something always comes up. Tour the world and gaze of the river. I see. The Black Tortoise Promenade. The food is famous in Cavalos as well. At least that is what I would have liked to say. Here it comes. More abalone porridged. It's carefully boiled with dried sea cucumber, abalone, and conch. Isn't this too much? What number is this course? If I had to guess, I think you're about halfway through. What? But I can't eat that much. I mean, it all tastes so good. I would if I could, but... No. You must eat to add some inches to your height. Great leader of Red Winter. I, Akashiro, Rumi. I am the president of the Black Tortoise Promenade, but above all, I am a chef. President, you're here? Of course, after all, we have important guests visiting from far away. I couldn't just stay in the kitchen. The president of Shanhaijing. Wasn't it Madame Kisaki? Oh, well, it's technically for different groups. My official title is Merchant Guild President, but everyone just calls me President for short. The acting president of Shanhaijing Student Council, also known as Kinramon Kisaki. I mean, the president is always addressed as Madam, so there's no confusion. At least inside Shanhaijing, that is. I understand, but wait. We refer to ours as Great Leader and Presidents, don't we? Maybe. Maybe it's all because Great Leader Chirino is also the Student Council President, Chief Unification Officer, Main Secretary, Chief of Sanitation, Athletes Club Captain, Head of all Prefects, Chief of Sanitation, Maven of Meal Service, and everything else. Next up is a specialty dish made from duck wings, but now this does give me pause. There are dozens of ways to prepare duck, but if I had to choose the best two, it would be roasting it to a golden brown, and the other would be steaming it after applying a good spice rub. I was debating which would be the best for our honored guests, until I finally decided that I'd just make both. Please enjoy. It's not proper service unless the food you prepared fills your guests to bursting. And that is just as it should be in Shanhaijing. I figured that would be the case. Uh, you should have your filled as well, Sensei. If any visitor of the Black Tortoise Promenade returns with a less than full stomach, it would bring shame to us. Comrade, save me. Shirino. Yes? This is where you make your stand. As the great leader. I see. So that's how it is. Alright, I'll accept your challenge, Black Tortoise Promenade. Red Winter will not bend to your will so easily. You're just as bold as I thought you would be, great leader of Red Winter. It wasn't long before Chirino was desperate for an antacid to settle her struggling digestive system. So those are the Red Winter students who came for this exchange meeting. Looks like it. Welcome to the Shanhaijing Disciplinary Support Department. Plum Blossom Garden. Great Leader Chirino, Chief Secretary Tomoe, and Chairman Marina. The Plum Blossom Garden is an educational facility meant to teach the younger students of Shanhaijing. The students who perform well in Shanhaijing Academy are chosen to be instructors, and in turn, they are tasked with educating young students in the Plum Blossom Garden. So as long as they're in Shanhaijing, these students continue learning from childhood through high school. Yes, of course, there are some students who transfer in. I see, but before that, stop pestering me, you rascal. Wow, look at those white and red clothes. Cool. What's this? A mustache. Ah, it comes off. I want one too. Oh, no. That mustache is somewhat. Now, Grey Leader Cherry, no, I recommend you use the backup mustache. No, wait. We need something more secure. Otherwise, the children will take that mustache too. And now, I'll be right back in the same predicament. Children, these are honored guests from a faraway place. Behave yourself. Boo, Kokona. You're being boring again. Oh, give the mustache back to me, Kokona. I want to try it on. You can't just call me, Kokona. It's instructor Kokona. Everyone, that's enough. Hi, sorry, Instructor Shun. We're sorry. Well behave. Children can be so much sometimes. Here you go, great leader Chirino. I'm always impressed with Instructor Shun's ability to control the students here. You are Instructor Kokona, right? Correct? Yes, I am. Thank you for addressing me with the proper title. So in the Plum Blossom Garden, is a child in charge of the other children? I am not a child. I am an instructor in the Plum Blossom Garden, Shun's younger sister, and I, eh, as you so astutely observed, Kokona should be in elementary school with other children her age, but her talents made her worthy of the senior, secondary school and the instructor position. I am very proud of my little sister. Shun. You're embarrassing me. Stop. She's right. The adorable instructor Kokona is the pride of the Plum Blossom Garden. Not you too, Sensei. Why did you add adorable? What? The Red Winter students all left to Plum Blossom Garden? Really? But the Plum Blossom Garden is one of the most important places in Shanhaijing. I know, not even Ginyurmon can intercept in what happened in the Plum Blossom Garden. What is the president thinking? Oh, this is where they performed the Peking opera. White Tiger Park is one of the most famous parks in Shanhaijing. Most large-scale events and performances all take place here. It certainly is very large. But I was thinking Red Winter's Red Mustache Revolution Plaza is even bigger. Excuse me? Are you this parroting the cultured touchstone that is White Tiger Park by boiling it down to its size? No, not at all. We understand very well that Shanghai Jing has great pride in its storied traditions through this exchange meeting. However, we are equally proud of the fighting spirit and willpower of the Red Winter. Since we are focused to face sub-zero temperatures and an endless snowfield, is the Red Winter Federal Academy truly that cold and large? Yes, it is. One can easily get lost by taking a wrong turn, and some even encounter bears on their path. Bears? We do have pandas of our own. Pandas are cute. No, wait. Bears can be cute too, now that I think about it. Like, Medvezi. How do you even pronounce that? Then again, pandas are a type of bear, right? Ugh. Your ploy was to confuse me, wasn't it, Executive Officer Amina? But I didn't say anything unusual. If I were to put in my 2 cents, Marina was just appreciating Shanghai Jing in her own way. Sensei. I see. Then I must thank you, Chairman Marina. Well, as long as you understand, Shanghai Jing is also quite impressive. I see. You have a discerning eye. Is it just me, or does it seem like the two of them are getting along really well? I agree, Cherino. I mean, great leader Cherino. I wonder why. I wouldn't say that they're getting along exactly. Then, it's more like birds of a feather. Like, they're on the same wavelength, right? That's good, isn't it? If so, why is your expression seems so perplexed, comrade? I think I'm starting to understand. Right, Sensei? All's well that ends well. That is the goal of an exchange meeting, isn't it? Look over there. It's the Red Winter visitors again. Executive Officer Mina is hard at work. Wait, who's guarding the president? Since the president will remain in Kinyumon, she shouldn't need any extra protection, should she? That's not what I mean. The mere fact that the president has lent out Office, Officer Mina is a reflection on how much she respects the visitors. It makes sense, since Shanghai Jing invited them, right? She even had a grand outdoor performance in White Tiger Park just for their benefit. Do you think that's just... Are the Red Winter visitors even aware of how much respect they're being shown? Before it was Shali Sensei. Now it's an outside academy. Are we going down the right path? The president will make the decision. You don't sound very confident. While feeling anxious. One way or another. Yeah. So we see them slowly not liking these guests. Did Chirino and Marina go to sleep first? Yes. Great leader Chirino especially looked quite tired. It's not surprising since her schedule was so packed. Huh? You want to know if I'm tired? Are you concerned for me? I appreciate that. I'll be lying if I said I'm not tired. I think I need to go organize my thoughts a bit. Are you worried about an ulterior motive for the exchange meeting? I wonder what it could be. To tell you the truth, I have an idea of what the president's intentions are, though I have no way of knowing if my assumption is correct. I still can't really tell. Is that so? Well, if I'm right, the president wouldn't be too concerned about it anyway. What do you think of Shanhaijing, Tomoe? Oh, goodness. Now you sound just like one of those Shanhaijing students. I suppose if you're here in Shanhaijing at the behest of the president, it can't be helped. It's true. Shanhaijing is beautiful. It's impressive and historic. Above all, there were plenty of fascinating things to discover. What's even more interesting is that Shanhaijing students don't even consider them hidden gems. Would you mind explaining what you mean a bit? It's like this, Sensei. Secrets only exist in the minds of the people who keep them. If people don't recognize them for what they are and keep them secret, then a secret cannot exist. It's simply a thing whose existence or identity has yet to be discovered. In Shanhaijing, there were a lot of hidden gems that outsiders like us notice, but Shanhaijing students didn't even seem aware of them. Of course, this is just my opinion formed from a single day of exploring Shanhaijing. What do you think of Kisaki? The president is an amazing person. Yes, truly. I can understand why so many students wholeheartedly follow her. Of course, she's an as cute as Chirino. One could even say she's a bit too mature. It's almost unnatural. She was so worldly, as if she was meant to lead from the very beginning. And she makes sensible judgments. Now that I think about it, it makes me wonder why she behaved so strangely that one time. That one time? Yes, that one time. When she didn't join us for the afternoon tour of Shanhaijing. Oh, you don't think it's a bit odd that the host didn't personally escort us around her own areas? We're talking about someone who knows her etiquette. Like the president. Though she did say that she had something she absolutely could not avoid tending to. I know it's not polite to say, but I don't think I'm the only one who doubts her intentions. I wonder what you think, Sensei. No, you don't need to respond. Your expression says everything. No, I don't think it was that obvious. I'm just more sensitive to this issue than other students. Then, how are the Shanhaijing students? Oh, now that's an amusing topic. The Shanhaijing students we met today were Executive Officer Mina, the one named Kuya, Rumi, the Merchant Guild President, everyone from the Plum Blossom Garden, and the other students who we brushed past during the Shanhaijing tour. My impression is they reminded me of a blazing haystack moments after someone lights it on fire. What do you mean by that? There are always warning signs of impending consequences. The students of Shanhaijing appear serene on the outside, but I felt the slightest bit of nerves and tension hiding on the inside, or perhaps it was fear. Additionally, statistics show that one large accident precludes 29 smaller accidents from the same cause, which themselves preclude approximately 300 potential accidents from the same cause. And that's bad? Yes, of course. It could just be an exaggeration based on my initial thoughts. However, Redwinter and I tend to be a bit more sensitive to moods like that. Why is that, you ask? Well, that's because a coup occurs about 1 to 2 times a week on average at Redwinter. Yeah, they're really used to that. So it makes sense. I came here after I heard you mention the signs that are cropping up in Shanhaijing in the name of loyalty. But this is a peculiar place. It belongs to Shanhaijing, but it's not Shanhaijing. It's land at the outskirts with no students or facilities. You know a place like this even exists. Are you suggesting those who do are somehow strange? Who? The path is dark. A night cannot hide the lights. Isn't that so? Are you, Shin Dani Kai? How did you get here? Oh, I didn't think you'll still remember me. That is a bit surprising. Yes, even if everyone else has forgotten, someone has to remember the past. You never change, Kaguya. I may not remember faces well, but some people I never forget. Yes, I know the Peking Opera Club is still active. You must really be living the life if you have time to worry about someone else's club activities. Do I detect concern? I never expected to debate thanking you. Now, there's no need for that. Your expulsion is a decision I stand by, especially considering the outcome. Considering the outcome has quite a few connotations. The president abused her authority to expel you instead of going through the proper channels and she erased all records associated with you. Are you trying to bring up old memories? I remember. If I hadn't been expelled, I would have graduated on top of my class, but my records mysteriously disappeared. I did momentarily become a burden to the correction bureau. And after that, I ended up roaming the Cavolo's outskirts unnoticed, like some kind of living ghost. Not surprising. The the Shintani Kai laments being a burden. Is that how you took it? I think my own eloquence is suffering as a consequence. Why did you call me over? I want to discuss something about President Day Shanhaijing. What do you know about President Day Shanhaijing? Are you showing the soul of the past? How biting. Well, what did you expect from someone who both is and isn't part of Shanhaijing? It's just that when the moment visitors from Red Winter arrived, I suddenly started hearing the unrest in Shanhaijing. How did you know that? Shanhaijing has forgotten me. I know that much, but I did not forget Shanhaijing. I can't. So have you... Wait, so you have your own way of knowing what's going on in Shanhaijing. I heard you put on a Peking opera performance for the Red Winter visitors. How did that make you feel, Kaguya? I won't respond to that. That's okay. A refusal to answer is still an answer. It was humiliating, wasn't it? All of your lifelong effort went unrecognized by individuals who don't even know the value of tradition, nor the meaning of Peking opera. I know very well. Even if everyone else says they don't know, I understand the feeling. Expelled one? Don't go disputing Madam's decision and the judgment. Oh. Then you have doubts about Kisaki's decisions and judgments? If not, then you have no reason to come all the way over here. I can see it's the unrest in Shanhaijing. The storm it will surely bring about. If this continues, the Peking opera itself will become a relic of the past, and in the end, no one will seek it out. That's what transformation is. Just as the river water carves away at the boulder, change affects everything, though it may not be immediately apparent. Never scoff at the cultural values and meaning of the Peking opera. Uh, I would never scoff. No matter how many people this purge the Peking opera, there should always be at least one person to protect the Peking opera and its traditions. Are you telling me to do that? Who else could there be? Why me? Because the Peking Opera Club always understands the value and meaning of Shanhaijing's traditions. At least, that's how it could have been when I enrolled at Shanhaijing. Everyone talks so casually about tradition like it's nothing. It's rare for anyone to understand how truly important tradition is. We must respect the past and the history of the people who originated from originated. Ugh, why did I pronounce it like that? From it, the present stands with its roots in the past. At the end of the day, the Black Tortoise Promenade is the biggest problem. Those poisonous mushrooms. They use cooking and business as excuses to spread their spores everywhere. And Madam President is no less to blame for the Black Tourist Promenade. Why is she letting them get away with it? She's smart enough to know those punks are causing all kinds of trouble. Not to mention inviting Shale Sensei is distraction enough, but to have the Red Winter visitors on top of that. Hmm, got it. But if you're loyal to the Peking Opera Club, before anything else, shouldn't you be more concerned about that? If you want to truly protect tradition, you should start there. What do you mean? Well, for example, why not try an opera with new content? And you can experiment with choreography choreography on the Peking Opera stage. Oh, what are you what are you saying? Shinat Shintani Kai. I need to ugh. There's no way the Peking Opera Club and I would have that kind of authority. Find it amusing that you would say that. Peking Opera Club President. The Peking Opera Club has honored Shanhaijing's tradition most seriously up until now. If not you, who else could possibly have it? Granted, this could be nothing more than the ramblings of Shanhaijing outcasts. If we end up doing a new Peking opera and it fails, funny, is discussing success and failure a mark of loyalty? It seems even the Peking Opera Club president can be corrupted by worldly desires. But what can you expect, really? The only constant is change, right? Don't speak so rashly. If one person remembers, even if everyone else forgets. That's the spirit I was looking for. Don't worry, I'll help you prepare. How? The expelled one has her own ways. This matter has nothing to do with you, Shintani Kai. No matter what, the Peking Opera Club is loyal to Shanhaijing. That I will make sure of. Sure, of course you will. Or not. Whatever. That certainly stirred up sparks. I heard everything. What do you want, Kai? Embers. Embers? Yes, embers. Even the smallest spark shines brightly in the darkness. If it's possible, I hope these small but powerful embers will grow into a raging fire. How about you? I hope the Eastern Alchemy Society finds a true president. I see you haven't changed. Though that's probably why you're the only one who still obeys me. President Saya, I mean Yakushi Saya, is not suitable for the role of Eastern Alchemy Society's president compared to you. She's lacking in both skill and qualifications. The Eastern Alchemy Society must find its own true owner. That is all. Is that so? In that case, there's something you must do for me. I'll await your orders. Even if what I need interferes with your future? At the moment, my future at the Eastern Alchemy Society eludes me anyway. Good. And go back to the Eastern Alchemy Society and get things done. I will do as you say. Hmm. Things are really stirring up. Hmm. Okay. They claim the snow-covered bamboo beds. On an extremely dense bamboo forest. What do you think, Sensei? Isn't it impressive? If it were the right season, I could have shown you how I harvest bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots? Yes, they're the sprouts of bamboo. They're soft and tender, and they go great with any dish. In any dish. It's very likely they used it in the Black Tortoise Promenade cooking yesterday. The yellow stuff? Yeah, that was so yummy. Yes, Shanhaijing's bamboo shoots are especially good quality. So good, in fact, that they say you can eat them all day long and never get sick of them. It's nice to be able to walk with you today, madam, unlike yesterday. Yes, I must apologize for yesterday's discord. Discord. See, great leader Cherry. No, what are you saying, Madam Kisaki? What I'm saying is the exchange meeting hosts failed to provide proper guidance to their valued guest. Madam President. Ah, is that what happened? I was wondering what you were talking about, and it's been on your mind this whole time? Since we're on the topic, there's something I want to tell you. I am the great leader of Grand Winter. Such insignificant things could never threaten my power. That's what makes you a great leader. I can't read her true feelings on the matter, but I'm relieved nonetheless. Great leader Chirino doesn't seem to be that upset. I'm so grateful that you are being so understanding about this. How did you sleep last night? It wasn't uncomfortable, was it? There were no problems at all, Madam Kisaki. It was so warm and comfy. I have no complaints. But there was some kind of scent I never smelled before. See, Chairman Marina has a good nose. That's the medicinal incense created by Shanhaijing's Eastern Alchemy Society. They say it brings equanimity and healing to the heart and soul. But I wonder if it was actually helpful. Now that you mention it, I think it did help. But I can't be sure. Since you made it all the way here to the bamboo forest, I can show you something nice. Something nice? By that, do you mean... Oh, indeed, this is Shanhaijing Bamboo Forest specialty. Haha. I hope you're excited. There hasn't been a student yet who didn't enjoy it. Shall we? I'll lead the way. Panda. That's... No wait, that's... Isn't it great? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it so unbelievably cute? Pandas! Oh, Chairman Marina. If you yell too loudly, you might scare off the pandas. Oh, really? Isn't not unlikely. However, I'm not sure those slowpokes have the wherewithal to run away like that. I saw baby panda from jail the day I arrived at Shanhaijing, but this probably isn't the best time to bring that up. So now that I can see them better, I have to say, it still looks like a spotted bear to me. Hmm. Have you already seen a panda before? Oh yes, you know, in pictures and things. Sherman Marina loves every kind of bear there is. Yeah. I see. Pandas are indeed a kind of bear, and glutens for bamboo. Come to think of it, I think bamboo is the only thing pandas eat. It's true, but they don't just eat any bamboo. They're picky. They always stick to the same kind of bamboo. And all they do all day is sleep and eat. All they do is sleep and eat. That's amazing. I'm jealous. Sensei? Hmm. I'm sensing some kind of darkness, or maybe not. The pandas are adorable, right? That's right, madam. Just looking at them like this, well, it's like a bam for my heart. Huh. Well, enjoy them all you want. I can tell they bring you peace. Would you like to get closer? Can we? Yes, Mina will guide you. They're already used to people. Mina, if you will. Yes, Madam President. I will approach carefully. Remember to keep a safe distance. If you get too close, it's not good for you or the panda. Okay, now, Sensei. What's happening? My whole body is... I can't breathe. I'm so dizzy. My arms and legs feel so heavy. Of all the times it could happen, why now? Kisaki, are you okay? Sensei's voice sounds so far away. Are we far apart? If not... Sensei, I need to ask you something. Is it alright? Already nighttime? It's so dark. Yes. Looks like the sun set a while ago. I see. I have a request to make of you, Sensei. Would you... Would you call the president of the Eastern Alchemy Society here? Seiya here? Yes, now. It's the only way to address the situation. And please take care of the great leader Chirino and the Red Winter Party. Lead them to the Rikagaku with Mina. I'll do that no matter what. But about it already being nighttime. Sensei, you're very kind. But there's no need to keep your story straight with me. I'm sorry. Don't have good news for you, madam. She's already here? But you wanted the whole truth, so I have no choice but to respond with complete honesty. No. She can't be. Maybe I'm just remembering that other time. I hope you'll listen carefully. From now on, you'll only be able to move properly for a limited amount of time each day. Yes, she definitely said that. It's too much to fill the whole Rikagaku. But let's burn some medicinal incense in the main room. That should at least help you a little bit, madam. Starting now, you must take this immortality Elixir every morning. If you skip even one day, something really bad will happen. What else? I recommend stretching every day. Perhaps calisthenics? They say the root of disease is poor blood flow. Understood? Promise me you'll take care of yourself. No one in Shanhaijing would want to lose you like this, madam. This is strange. I was certain I took the immortality elixir this morning, but that would mean hmm, deep in the used hall festival, I think. Ugh, I'm so confused. What happened? Right. Red Winter's visitors were at the bamboo forest. We are going to see the pandas and then are you awake now, Kisaki? Sensei, why are you here? No, wait a moment. I need to organize my thoughts. Could you turn on some more lights? The room is a bit dark. Ugh. Should I turn them off again? Please. What happened at the bamboo forest? I see. So the visitors watched the panda for a while and went back. Jim and Marina kept trying to hug the pandas. Mina must have had a hard time trying to stop her. I guess Chairman Marina really does love bears a lot. But no matter how cute they are, pandas are still bears. She could have gotten really hurt if something went wrong. I'm sure it was no easy feat for Mina to keep her safe. What kind of president am I? I couldn't even welcome guests properly. I'm completely unqualified to be president. Don't you agree, Sensei? Those students are amusing. The visitors from Red Winter. And great leader Chirino, inscrutable as she is, seems to be very strong-willed. Chief Secretary Tomoe tries to hide it, but you can see her wisdom beneath the face of hers facade. Yeah. And Chairman Marino, well, it's refreshing to see someone with her status be so delightful. All the students are great. Everyone. Are you surprised, Sensei? You can't keep worrying about the others. Not in this state. I wish you could take care of yourself now. That's what you have to say, Sensei? Do the other students know about my condition? What about the visitors from Red Winter? Say I handled everything well. Mina hasn't even noticed. Is that so? Then I feel reassured. Wish you could tell me what happened to you. It's nothing remarkable. It's just my body has become so weak that I can only function normally for a small amounts of time per day. Isn't that really bad? It's okay. After all, I haven't I haven't entirely lost my mobility, so there are still plenty of things I can do. And that is enough for me, really. Who else knows? After as far as understand it? No one except for Seiya. Even Rumi doesn't know. I did my best to ensure my secret wouldn't be revealed to anyone. It's true. I've known Rumi for a very long time, but I wasn't this weak when I was younger, when we were growing up together. You mean this came on suddenly? It all started when I made the unprecedented move to become the president of Ginryumon in my second year. The role of president customarily went to 30 years, but that third year, student fell into disgrace and lost her position. So everyone made the anonymous decision to select me. Even now, it seems peculiar. Students who vehemently defended tradition broke it to designate me a second year as the president of King Yoromon. Could that be? Maybe that's because being president of King Yoromon is demanding? Mhm. Sometimes it's good not to get too close to the truth, Sensei. One of my first acts as a second year president was to expel a third year. Everyone objected. A punishment that harsh usually requires one to follow very strict procedures. It was quite the paradox. The same people who buckled tradition to install a second year's president clung to tradition for that decision. Oh dear, I've gotten off track. Let's get back to the point. Right after that, my body started exhibiting some unusual signs of illness. But well, uh, they could just as easily have been signs of stress from a demanding job as president. Why do you look so downcast, Sensei? Didn't I do a good job fooling the others? If neither you nor Rumi could tell, I must have. In fact, I think my acting talents could earn me a spot in a theater company or movie club at a different academy. Pivotal's acting world might be missing out on massive talent. Don't you think so, Sensei? If that's if it's that exhausting, don't you think maybe you should give up this undercover stuff? Yes, that would probably be the right thing to do. Someone who's lost control of her own body can't be uh recuperating in the old palace. You must be wondering why I keep changing my appearance and wandering around seemingly with no purpose. Well, some say this may be my selfishness, greed talking, but before it's too late, I want to see as much as I can while I still have time. Why are you hiding your illness from the other students? If you told them the truth, they might be able to help you. Because this is what being the president of King Ramon is. If you show the slightest bit of weakness, of imperfection, they'll eat you alive from the inside. That's how the president before me lost her position. You think I take my role as president too seriously? If only I didn't. Maybe I would be more at ease. But, Sensei, you saw the Shanhaijing students, Kinryomon kids did. When I told them to welcome our guest according to the traditions of Ginyumon. They took them to the interrogation room. They interpreted my instructions as an order to uncover any conspiracies. Plenty of students in other academies misbehave. The Government Research Society or the Hot Springs departments. For example, even the engineering department kids from Millennium, they're good natured, but is that so? But Sensei, it still seems like I'm having a hard time letting Shanhaijing be. Hisaki slowly rose into a sitting position. She then leans towards me to rest her forehead against my chest. Moonlight shone into the room from a nearby window. I have a request to make of you. I don't want anyone except you and Seiya to know about my condition. Please. Seiya promised me that she would always keep my secret. So, if word gets around, I know who shared it. Okay. What's wrong, Sensei? You look distressed. It's okay. I'm still alive and moving around, aren't I? I reached up and gently patted the back of Kisaki's hair. This is nice. I feel more at ease, and my pain feels like it's subsiding, even if it's just a little bit. Don't worry so much, Sensei. Who else could I ask for a favor like this, if not you? Kisaki glanced at me with bright eyes and a soft smile. I couldn't bear to see that expression on her face, so I reluctantly closed my eyes. Are you feeling okay, President? Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry. This is so strange. I'm positive I took my immortality elixir today. Yes, that's exactly why I'm here. Listen carefully, madam. I discovered that someone swapped your elixir. I'm sure you understand the implication of such an act. Well, first, I should reprimand you right here and now for your incompetence in managing the Eastern Alchemy Society human resources. Yes, I observed to be chastised chast chastised. I think that's how you say it. But there is an even bigger problem. That means there's a mole in a key position in the Eastern Alchemy Society. Yes, that is the only way to interpret it. That trouble rod in on the cold wind of the north, but perhaps it is from somewhere else. Starting tomorrow, I will personally craft you immortality elixir, madam. Then I'll begin investigating every member of the Eastern Alchemy Society. It's a sad day when the president of the Eastern Alchemy Society can't trust her own people. It's rare, but it does happen occasionally. Madam, you should start exercising a greater level of caution, and I'll accept the consequences of my failure once this is all sorted out. Yes, let's do that. You'll be careful as well. I'm sorry. If only I could make a more perfect elixir. If I could find a uh, medicinal herb that would improve the president's condition even the slightest bit. But the results are always temporary, come with side effects, or do nothing to improve her situation. What are you saying? If it wasn't for your elixir, nothing would ever would work out the way it did. Madam, I beg you, please cancel all your plans for tomorrow. at least and get some rest. I'm afraid you are asking too much. We have valued guests visiting. Perhaps when our guests have returned home, I'll get some rest. But for now, please be forgiving of your terrible patient. I understand. A phone call. It's a call for me. Who's this? Kaguya? It's so late. What's wrong? Please accept my sincerest apologies for calling at such a late hour, madam. But I had to tell you that we just finished working on a new idea for the Peking opera. It's possible I would like to perform it for the Red Winter's visitors tomorrow before your tour ends. Would that be okay? A new Peking opera performance. First, I must compliment you on your efforts. I will allow the performance since it seems great leader Cherino really likes you. I extend my gratitude for your generosity, generous decision, madam. Obliged to inform you, since it's a new Peking opera, we would like to invite all of Kinyumon members. Would that be okay? Please do. My Tiger Park is spacious and a good number of Kinyumon members enjoy Peking opera. Thank you, madam. I will put my entire heart and soul into preparing for it. A new Peking opera in these times? She seemed quite enthusiastic. It's a good quality in an artist, and considering morale has been somewhat downcast lately, this may be the perfect opportunity to lift spirits. Will the Eastern Alchemy Society also participate? I'll prepare a spot for them for now. The Eastern Alchemy Society should be reflecting on their actions right now. However, trying to suppress them further may cause the pot to boil over, so to speak. I'm sure you already have a tight grip on the Eastern Alchemy Society's discipline today. Is that right? You already knew that? Of course, it's exactly the type of thing you would do. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Just what is she planning? What is Kaguya planning? Alright, I think we can finish this. Especially since it's two battles. They're usually short on dialogue. So I could do this in one go, I think. Listen to the doll. The premiere show of a new performance out of the blue. How fascinating. Considering the first show was good, I'm sure it'll be great this time too. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. It's been such a long time since Kaguya has been so enthusiastic about a piece. I think I'm getting used to this sound. Oh, the actors dressed in armor, raced on stage, in a line and queued up neatly. The lead role is wearing black armor this time too. I'm starting to recognize more of the details now. Is that so? That's good to hear. Living is like a big dream. How can one struggle so fiercely to live life? Whatever happens, I lie beneath the pillar. Suddenly, I awake. I look into the yard. A single bird calls out from among the flowers. Let us inquire about what kind of time is now. The sound of a nighting... ni- Nightgowl? Nightingale? How do you even pronounce that? Nightingale? It's like the flower, the flowing of a spring breeze. It sings loudly and awaits the moon's arrival. So, it always begins by setting the scene around the characters. Acting operas always follow a prescribed form, almost almost as if it's been ordered to do so. But it looks like Kaguya wrote this from scratch, right? Yes, she wrote the whole performance in a matter of days. Impressive. The light fog blooms above the lake. The dampened sunlight promises a good harvest this year. The world is peaceful, as I have nothing else to wish for. The dragon and phoenix held auspicious energy in their mouths. Look, people, the dark monarch is walking across the yard. She is intelligent and sharp, yet narrow-minded and foolish. She reigns and rules, but cannot lower her gaze. Though she is wise enough to know her own weaknesses, but she is not brave enough to overcome them. Huh? Wait. Was that just... You're talking too loud. Did we hear that right? It could just be an old idiom or metaphor, right? Let's keep listening. But still, they left it wide open to interpretation. The Dark Monarch? Huh. Aye, the Dark Monarch will borrow the authority to speak. A hidden dispute pervades the yard. An ill-disguised resentment stretches to the rafters. To this, I will open the closed door and call in the outside winds. This is my path, so everyone shall listen and act accordingly. Open the closed door and call in the outside winds? I have a bad feeling about this. What will the other students think? Especially Kinyumon members. But Kinyumon members are well practiced at deciphering a packing opera compared to the other Shanhaijing students. Kaguya, what are you thinking? Forgive and think back on the past. Those who oppose her volation suffer her wrath. The heaven's power is wholeheartedly divine as such. Of what use could man's little trick be? Consider fragile within peace. Consider again peace within fragility. The harmony of heaven and sky is unpredictable as this. So open up the things suppressed by the wind's power and suppress again what's open. Look, people, the wisdom of man is this short-lived. Anyone who boasts of their wisdom will become foolish. Beware of windfalls and fortune that overflows from the fountain without reason. You must focus your gaze on higher places, or you will fall victim to those tricks. What's with those packing opera clubs kids? Are they upset with Madam for some reason? If so, they really shouldn't be airing their grievances in front of the Red Winter's visitors. Wait, are they acting like this specifically because of those Red Winter visitors? Oh, now that I think about it, what if visitors were never accepted in the first place? Look, people, the Dark Monarch has welcomed the wind in. The closed door opens, and the dust goes rampant within. The water cannot defeat the wind. The earth is laid to waste by locusts. The prideful who cannot reflect on oneself, and tears, not rain, wet the earth. Would Kaguya really do this to me in front of all Ginyu-on? Ugh. Must not be completely back to normal. However, I, the Dark Monarch, will borrow the authority to speak once again. The mountain does not shun heights, and the ocean does not shun depth. The remaining earth will welcome the wind, and the sky will embrace the clouds. I will forsake the world, but I won't let the world abandon me. I humbly ask again, please calm your spirits and take care of yourself. She knows what will come before it happens, as she contemplates the end upon the beginning. Accepting honest advice is the way to subsisting. How can one not weep after losing multitudes for the sake of a small gain? Dark Monarch has a strong will and drive. That's just as a leader should. And those leeches who fell for that. Everything is done with intention. There will always be short-sighted leeches who cannot see the visions of the distinguished leaders like us. Isn't that true, Madam Kisaki? Yeah, you don't look so good. Are you okay, madam? I'm okay. There's nothing wrong, Great Leader Cherino. Are you that displeased by the exchange meeting, Kaguya? More importantly, are you making an appeal in the form of a packing opera? Not that the Dark Monarch has called in the wind. Heavy rain falls from the sky, and the river overflows. The mountains and fields are flooded, and the ocean roils. Lightning and tornadoes ravage the earth, letting cries and resonant echo. We're not mishearing this, are we? It's true that President invited the Red Winter visitors first, but it's not like the visiting group created a huge problem or anything. No, I think I'm starting to understand. Eventually, even the tiniest of holes can bring down a levee. I think that's how you say it. So the president will start allowing external influences, starting with Red Winter visitors. I hope that won't happen. The same goes for the 10,000-year ginseng incident. But whether the president is really trying to protect the traditions of Shanhaijing, well, sometimes I doubt her a little. Well, watch what you're saying. That's why I'm speaking quietly. Pain flows like the river, and resentment stretches to the skies. Good medicine is bitter to the taste, but it is beneficial for illnesses. Ew, wait, what? Okay, I don't know what happened. Advices. Wait, I could just forgot full screen exists. God. Advice is bothersome to the ear, but beneficial for one's conduct. If one is to follow the path of goodness by changing one's heart even now, they can revert without being carried away, forward or backward. I am not wrong, so I will not compromise. I beg your kindness. How can a sparrow possibly comprehend the will of a phoenix? The life of a sparrow, the life of a phoenix. They are all the same lives. Ugh, ugh. What could Kaguya possibly be thinking? No, wait. The bigger problem is the anxious energy coming from Kinyumon members. The effect would have been lessened if this message was relayed in a straightforward manifesto type manner. But to be discreet yet so public by holding a performance, the president needs to be evacuated now. Now the actors are holding flags with flames drawn on them and running around the stage. That means the world is on fire, right? And the flags with flowing water on them, do they represent a flood? Locusts, swarms, and lightning. It seems like all of the natural disasters are happening at once. I've been watching carefully, just in case. But I see this is a coup. A revolution. Look, people, the Dark Monarch has finally fallen over on her own. The monarch should properly reign over their people, but went against God's plans due to greed and inadequacy. But if everyone cries sorrowfully and gnashes their teeth, what could be left? They mention God's plan. I at least know that President Kaguya is trying to say, but that's our leader, our president she's talking about. Well, that's true. I can't bear to think about this, but what if the president really had no desire to protect the traditions of Shanhaijing? I can't think about something like that. That place you see over there is our home, overgrown with pine trees and pine nut trees. The wild hare frequents too small hole. The indifferent pheasants flies above the beams, strip and mash the grains into rice. Pick the mellow leaves and boil them into a soup. The soup and rice are ready in no time. Who is there to eat with? Oh, such heart-wrenching lyrics. To think there isn't a single person to eat with because everything is in decline. What if that's the future of Shanhaijing? No way. That's impossible. See, even you don't sound confident. Listen well, people. Always be humble, reflect on yourself, and don't forget self-improvement. There is a reason behind everything. She had no idea that the self-reflection of yesterday would continue into tomorrow. As she turned her gaze from her divine destiny and reigned ignorance, her fate became inevitable. To prevent something like this from occurring again, in the name of Shanghai Jing and its traditions, I denounce Ryuge Kisaki, president of Kinyumon. Yeah. Alright, let's see. After you race up the mountain. In the name of Shanhaijing and its traditions, I denounce Rai... Uh... Wait. Ryuge Kisaki, President of Kinryomon. Huh? Why us? Shirino, get behind us. Yeah, look. We're just visitors. What are you trying to do? I've been surrounded quite efficiently, Kaguya. What will you do now? Madam President? Wait, Kinyumon? And ask yourself, what are you trying to protect? Is it Madam Kisaki or Shanhaijing? What are you trying to say, President Kaguya? If all, if you all have eyes and ears, then you should know. Kinyumon are first and foremost an organization to protect the traditions and values of Shanhaijing. But is Madam Kisaki, the head of Kinyumon, truly someone who protects the traditions and values of Shanhaijing? She may have been in the past. Back then, Madam Kisaki was someone deserving of everyone's respect and loyalty. But how is she now? Are, are the Madam Kisaki of the past and that of the present the same? I don't believe so. Look at the change Madam Kisaki has brought to Shanhaijing. Huh? Us? I agree. Personally, inviting the students of Red Winter to Shanhaijing was... But it's the president. That's true, but if the president of Kinyumon doesn't protect Shanhaijing... I knew it. Kinyumon aren't being proactive. I knew the chances of them adamantly supporting the president's removal were slim, but no, this is enough. Above all, our goal is to steer the president, who's going down the wrong road, back onto the right path. We'll give her our earnest advice and opinions, and guide her back through our determination. Don't forget, our people do not plot treason, but rather we demonstrate unflagging loyalty. Madam, you must escape. This place is dangerous. Thank you for your concerns, Saya. However, where could I possibly go from here? The head of an organization is like an offering to the heavens. What you're trying to protect is it Madam Kisaki or Shanhaijing? Huh? Yeah. I know what to do from the very beginning. Anyone who wants to harm the Madam President will do it over my dead body. Mina, you should escape too. Huh? I would never be so shameful as to abandon the president. Even if I must fight the entirety of Shanhaijing, I will protect the president. I like your style, Executive Officer Mina. What was that? I had no intention of meddling in the problems of other academies, but I cannot let Executive Officer Mina hog all the glory. Is that what you meant, Chairman Marina? I owe the president a lot. A pancake served to a guest must be returned with butter soup. Okay, let's see. Mina and Marina.
さあ時間だ
So they're completely surrounded, filled with the snipers. They all seem to be snipers.
もう一度行こ
Oh, their numbers are increasing. So we don't really have a finite.
う成功だ
Let's first try the most expensive unit, which is Arena, which is heal 366 of a ATK. It's damage to one enemy.
熊の姿はないな
Okay, so it's bees. It's her running into bees. So
もう一度行こ
are they even slowing down? Then Mina deals 453 of ATK as damage to one enemy. Also decrease 23 of damage and evasion for 50 seconds.
う未来のためにお別れだ
Alright, probably not the best team since they're just single attack.
もう一度行こ
And it's only just holding out for
う鍛錬に励んだ
a
甲斐が
couple
あったな
seconds. For a minute and 30. Ugh. We're outnumbered. They're stronger than us. Stand with Mina and Marina. Block in front of Kisaki. Sensei? Sensei? What are you trying to do, Sensei? I know I shouldn't interfere too much in student clashes, but I wish you wouldn't be so hard on Kisaki. And why is that? It's because Kisaki's unwell. But I promised. Because Kisaki's doing her best for Shanhaijing. Too much has happened for you to call this a difference in perspective. Too many students were openly concerned about this issue. Many spoke out against what was happening. Above all, we are trying to guide the president down the correct path. So, Sensei, please, step aside. Even we don't want a reputation for being hostile towards Chalet. Please do as they say, Sensei. But it's okay. It's me they're after. And it seems Kinyumon students are feeling confused. What else can a president who's lost the trust of her members possibly do? Traditionally, divine destiny comes from the voice of God, and the voice of God is the voice of the people. And I, who has lost that, can follow no other path than this. I can't stand any more of this. What was that? Who was it?
ここで何をしているのか
Shirino? I'm guessing it's Shirino. Can't stand any more of this. What was that? Yeah. Okay, how does any of that matter? Let me make myself clear. All students have the right to stage a coup. And student council president has the right to suppress that coup and continue leading the school. What are you talking about, great leader Cherino? I'm saying that what's happening right now is par for the course for us at Red Winter. Not protecting tradition? Bringing about change? Isn't this coup you are all raising the very definition of change? Well, What we're trying to do isn't a coup or treason. We're providing advice and suggestions. Hmm. But the Peking Opera Club chose extreme measures and changed to make that happen. Isn't that right? That does make sense. The president of Kinyumon must protect Shanhaijing. Yes, this is true. But if that's the case, shouldn't the president of the Peking Opera Club protect the Peking Opera Club? Are Kaguya's actions truly protecting the Peking Opera Club? I may be a natural third party. A neutral, not natural. But even I'm a bit doubtful. Um, oh. The same goes for all of Ginyurmon. Of course, protecting Shanhaijing is important. But are you not all members of the same group called Ginyurmon? Ginyurmon? That is part of Shanhaijing? Isn't prioritizing the protection of that group's leader your true duty and task? Oh, huh? Is that how it works? That makes sense, but how could that Red Winter student, Tomoe, know so much about what's going on with Shanhaijing and Ginyomon? Well, as our great leader said before, an incident of this nature is so commonplace at Red Winter that it borders on trivial. Red Winter's coldness levels the playing field. Ugh. It doesn't defeat us. It gives us the courage of a bear. Now move. Great leader Chirino, I'll clear a path. Trust me. I can always count on you, Chairman Marina. Let's show them the ways of Red Winter and set an example for the Shanhaijing students. Yes, here I go. Okay, now we have more units. Seiya and Tomoe. Let's see. Tomoe, I know what Seiya does. She's an AoE. Relocates a total of 5 allies or enemies to designated locations within a circular area and applies the following effects based on the target. Allies grants 126% of healing as a barrier and grants 1 flyer for 35 seconds. 1 max. Enemy decreases defense. Okay. That's an insta for Seiya. And this should do a lot of damage. Yeah. Ugh. Defeated. That was simple. Good work, Chiefs. Secretary Tomoe, Chairman Marina. You too. Thank you, great leader Cherino. Are you injured at all, Sensei? Nope, not even a scratch. Thanks to you, Tomoe and Marina. That's a relief. I was a bit nervous. That was such a weak coup. I'm tempted to teach them a thing or two about running a proper coup. Chairman Marina, do you need to clean more bathrooms? No, no, I misspoke. Chief Secretary Tomoe. While we're on the topic, let me ask. If you can't block coup, how can you prevent them? We just need to send any students who are greater than Great Leader Cherino to Spec Ops number 227. Good answer. And which students are greater than Great Leader Cherino? There is no just such thing. Very good. Kinyomon, assemble. Executive Officer Mina? It doesn't matter what you all think, what you all try to do, or have already done. Those who can move. Round up the Pecking Opera Club and escort the president and all the visitors to the Rikagaku. Yes. Understood. But what are Madame Kisaki's intentions? I, I've never even thought about anything like this up until now. It's not a bad idea to make some arrests. Success and failure have no plan on the path to loyalty. So I truly hope Madame Kisaki will open her eyes again. Alright, last one. When companions. Time goes by so fast. The exchange meeting is already ending. Seems you really enjoyed this exchange meeting, Great Leader Chirino. I'm relieved. What's the one thing about Shanhaijing that you can take away from all this? Shanhaijing has been a great adventure for us. Interesting views, delicious new food to try, lazy pandas, and a Peking opera. Everything was great. Amazing. I will begin to forgive that trouble with the Peking Opera Club. Ah, it seems Madame Kisaki needs me to repeat myself. I'll say it again. Excessive humility and apology can be counterproductive. I am the great leader of Red Winter. Such insignificant things could never threaten my power. I see. That's right. President Chirino is a very magnanimous person. I think that's magnanimous person. Kaguya and the Peking Opera Club members will return after 2 or 3 weeks of bathroom cleaning anyway. That should be enough, don't you think? Once again, I see a huge difference between Shanhaijing's customs and Red Winter's school regulations. President Kisaki, the way you naturally inspire people was especially impressive. This is great inspiration for my own propaganda. I mean, the way I persuade other people. Others. So, is that so? That's something I didn't expect at all. But you look upset, President Kisaki. Is something wrong? I do? Oh, no, I'm totally fine. Really. More importantly, I prepared a small, commemorative gift. I hope you'll accept it. And it's a panda. Oh. Is this a panda? It's a model panda made from white, black, and green jade. It's not much, but I hope you enjoy this as a memento of your trip to Shanhaijing. This is amazing, madam. The black and white of the panda are portrayed so perfectly. So are its chubby shape and sleepy looking eyes. Looks like it could come to life and start moving any moment. I see Chairman Marina especially likes it. Thank you. I'll keep the safe in my executive office. As soon as we can, I'll love to invite you to Redwinter. How could I refuse? In fact, I look forward to it. Great leader Chirino. Phew, I just barely got back. Regarding the farewell, I left everything to the PR manager. I'm sure they'll take care of it. I'm worried. Is it possible everything the Peking Opera Club did could spark a different kind of change in Shanhaijing? I'm sure Kaguya isn't the only problem. I mean, I'm the one who started everything after all. That's how it was before. No matter what happened in Shanhaijing, the flowers falling, floods, lightning strike. Everything is my fault. That is my role. It means bearing all the responsibility without making excuses. This is what the position of Shanhaijing president entails. But for now, I should try getting some rest. How have you been, President Kaguya? We've never been more at ease, thanks to you, Executive Officer Mina. Doesn't look like it. Did you mean what you said? It's not polite to point out lies, even if they are obvious. Then I'll ask you bluntly, why did you plot such a thing? It was for the sake of loyalty, that is all. You performed the packing opera in front of the Red Winter visitors in Ginryumon on top of daring to hurt the president? What does that have to do with loyalty? If I could, I would expel you, and even that wouldn't feel like enough. I see you are still a dim-witted loyalist, Executive Officer Mina. Real loyalty is doing anything to oppose the president when she makes the wrong decision. By wrong decision, do you mean inviting the visitors from Red Winter? Wasn't the Peking Opera Club the one who raised concerns at that point? Being loyal to a president whose actions do not align with the ways of the world can never be properly loyalty. Can never be. Wait. No, wait. Whose presidents do not align with the ways of the world can never be proper loyalty. Okay, that's a little strange. The president is certainly intelligent and wise, but she's bit wary about the issue she chose to resolve. She chooses to resolve. What? Don't you know? I'm talking about Shintani Kai's expulsion. Where are you going with this? Thanks for coming all the way over here. About what's going on with Eastern Alchemy Society in Shanhaijing. No, it's no use asking you now. The internal police investigation of the Eastern Alchemy Society is narrowing things down. I had no choice but to ditch the Eastern Alchemy Society. But if you disappear now, wouldn't that make you look guilty? It was my only option. They can't do anything now anymore. I'm sh- I sure do meet a lot of goody two-shoes like you and Kaguya, don't I? Speaking of, what did you think? What did you talk about with the president of the Peking Opera Club that night? Nothing remarkable. I'm just asking about Kaguya mentioned she would reinstate me with the Eastern Alchemy Society. Excuse me? What are you talking about? Shintani Kai reinstated to the Eastern Alchemy Society? Nonsense. No, that itself is the way of nature and the proper path. Don't you agree that the process through which the president expelled Kai was excessive, radical, and abnormal? On top of bypassing the appropriate processes and executing a prompt expulsion, those records were completely erased and there is hardly no one who knows about Kai. Still, copycat crimes have to be prevented. What's more, if she had followed every single step of the process, Shintani Kai's expulsion could have been could have taken over a year. Think about how many victims there could have been during that time. Regardless, everything must have been by the book. Even if it's the president, Shanhaijing school regulations cannot be violated arbitrarily. If we don't respect the school's regulations, then we're undermining the very institution that gave the president her power over Shanhaijing. We didn't discuss anything particularly remarkable, but it was definitely amusing. She mentioned that once I'd been reinstated to the Eastern Alchemy Society, I would then be re-expelled according to proper procedures. Then she said those records and the truth behind them would be widely distributed to ensure I become an example. That sure sounds like something the Peking Opera Club president would do. Did you intend to accept that offer? At first, I was amused by her talk of reinstating me in the Eastern Alchemy Society. It's why I suggested that Kaguya write a new Peking opera. That's why you wanted to reinstate Kai and re-expel her? Dummy, you really think that would be possible, that Kai would ever accept that offer? Kai is a student of Shanhaijing. She has no reason to refuse. That's how it should be. Everyone is so closed-minded. If by some small chance Kai doesn't accept, I'll make her. What does the authority and power of Ginyamon's president exist for? Why does Ginyamon president seem to have more power than other academy presidents, student council presidents? Shouldn't everything be done for the sake of following Shanhaijing's customs? People tell me I'm stubborn a lot, but this punk is on another level. What about after I return to the Eastern Alchemy Society? I probably would have ignored all of Kaguya's ideas. Reinstatement, then re-expulsion, just so I can follow the proper process? Do you really think I would do that? But isn't that also a kind of betrayal? At this point, do you think I care? I worked a long time for this. I even had to suffer the humiliation of relying on the Corrections Bureau. But still, I gathered my strength and waited for the right time. And that time is now. I will take back what is mine, and no one will stand in my way. Go tell them. I'm back. Oh. Preview. Rachel. What exactly happened to at the Peking Opera Performance Hall? Do you happen to know? Well, that's enough about that. Wait. This is unfair. The Eastern Alchemy Society has nothing to do with this. It's just a witness interview. So please come with us, President Saya. Sensei, are you familiar with the story of the monkey's paw? Something doesn't fit in simple terms. Like Shanhaijing's past, things are complicated. The Peking Opera Club's purpose is there in the name. I won't tell you not to worry. That's practically impossible for you. But even if you left me behind, I would always be yours. I can make you better, Kisaki. After all, yeah, I'm the one who made you sick. Many students suffered and struggled, and you want me to let you back in with no consequences, just for my own benefit? Hi, Sensei. Oh, Shoni. It just gets all intense. And then at the end, it's just Shoni. Shunling. But why is she a child again? And I knew there was something off. I knew Kai had something to do with the sickness or the illness that Kisaki has. When Kisaki mentioned that it happened that after expelling the last president, she got sick.
こんにちは先生。ご協力くださりありがとうございます。
Alright,
ここで何を
that
してい
takes
る
care of that.
見ての通り、初期長の身を
That doesn't have to wait for the new events to show up. But I'm not sure if it's probably gonna be a rerun of another event. Of course, I almost have enough. I want to do pools, but no, I'll save up for Kisaki. For Kisaki Real. And Seiya.